Hi there, I'm Amanda Castor with Material Girl Quilts. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful Magnolia quilt pattern. Now the reason I named this pattern Magnolia is basically because of the fabric that I chose for this quilt. The fabric is from a collection called Southern Charm by Riley Blake Designs, and it has these beautiful magnolia flowers on it, and including in this background fabric, which I love. It's not just a solid print, and it gives some depth and dimension to the quilt, but the magnolias in these fabrics are beautiful, and so that's why I named this quilt the Magnolia Quilt. Now the colors in this collection are very soft and kind of muted, so they're not too bright, but they're beautiful for spring and summer, and I think they work great together. The block for this quilt it finishes at 15 inches, so it's a nice, good size quilt block. And as a reminder, if you are a member of Material Girl Society, you have access to download the PDF pattern for this quilt and every project as it's released each month. If you aren't a member, head to my website, materialgirlquilts.com, and click on membership in the top menu bar to learn more. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is make our quilt block. And this quilt block is a traditional block that is called Crown of Thorns. And so the first thing we'll need to do, as you can see, we need half square triangles inside this block. So we will select one 4-inch background square and then one 4-inch square from one of your fat quarters, and you'll place them right sides together, and you will draw a line on the diagonal. And here's a tip: if you have one of these rulers, it's like at a 1/4 inch. This is exactly a 1/2 inch wide, but if you have one of these and you don't have a 1/4 inch foot, you can center this ruler directly on that diagonal, and you see your center line is going through the points, and then you could actually draw a line on either side of this ruler and then just sew directly on the lines that you drew. So if you don't have a 1/4 inch foot on your sewing machine, this is a really great option for making your half square triangles. So we're going to go ahead and sew a 1/4 inch on either side of our center line. Now we are going to cut directly on that center diagonal. And obviously when you're making a bunch of half square triangles, you'll just, excuse me, you'll just take these to your cutting mat and use your rotary cutter. So this will give you 2 half square triangles, if I can get these separated. And you'll press these towards the darker fabric, so away from your background, unless your background fabric is dark. So you'll repeat this process with all 8 of the 4-inch squares from your fat quarters to create a total of 16 matching half square triangles. And you will trim these to measure 3.5 inches square. And now you'll select those 16 half square triangles, as well as 4 3.5 inch squares from the same fat quarter print, and then 5 background 3.5 inch squares. And as you can see, here's how we're going to lay them out. So the half square triangles go in the corners. And then you'll notice this center center column, I guess, it's not really a row, is all solid squares. So there are no half square triangles in this section here. So this is how you will lay out all of the units for your block, and then you're going to sew them into rows. You'll have 5 separate rows, and then you'll sew the rows together to complete the block. Now here is the first completed block I had shown, and I just want to show you the back of this. So I preferred on this block to press all of my seams open, because when you sew all of your blocks together, there's still a lot of points in between the blocks that will be matching up. So just to help it lay flatter, I pressed the seams open, so in between each unit of the row of the block, and then also the seams between each row. And you'll repeat this to create 16 total blocks. You'll lay out your 16 blocks into 4 rows of 4 blocks each. You'll sew your blocks into rows and then sew the rows together to complete the center of your quilt block. Next, you will take your 3.5 inch by width of fabric strips and stitch them end to end. And then you will subcut them down to equal the measurements on the sides of your quilt. So you're going to need to measure each side of your quilt, and you'll attach your side borders first, and those should measure roughly 60.5 inches long. And then once you attach your side borders, you will measure again to see the length of the top and bottom and cut those to roughly 66.5 inches in length. And you'll sew the top and bottom borders on to finish your quilt top. Now, as you can see, these bigger blocks make a beautiful quilt, and I think the small border around the outside that matches the background fabric is a perfect way to finish it off. I also think that this would be a very striking quilt if you use a darker background fabric to go coordinate with your prints. I would love to see that. So if you make your own Magnolia quilt, please make sure you tag me on social media at Material Girl Quilts and use the hashtag Magnolia Quilt. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you click the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any tutorials going forward. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.